Got the camera on, hopefully. Camera's on. Gonna go ahead and put this guy in my pocket. I'm gonna do a little clap technique here to be able to synchronize my audio, hopefully. We'll see. All right, old test run with the Fancy Dancy voice recorder and the Fancy Dancy GoPro. Hopefully all is well. My bike kind of sounds like poop. The carburetor needs to be rebuilt. This bike is like 30 years old, and the jets are a little crusty, so I don't think we're getting very good atomization in the carburetor. Beautiful day here in Redding, California. This is a little closer to Anderson, California. Here on the beautiful Redding Rancheria reservation here. Gonna go for a little ride with Lane and Emma. This is Emma's second time on the back of the motorcycle. She has been enjoying it quite a bit. First ride was a little shaky. She was a little scared at first, but within a few minutes of riding, she was having a great time. So, hopefully, we have a repeat of that. My bike is a little noisy. I took the mufflers off to get some more sound out of her. Now you can't hear me very well, but that's all right. Get to hear the noisy boy bike. Now I don't know where they went. Hey, buddy? Are you there? Not sure where Lane and Emma went. See if we can catch back up to them. I'm not sure if they must have rode ahead. Man, where did you go, bro? Alright. Looks like we found him. Hopefully you can still hear me. It's a little noisy bike. Might put those mufflers back on for the purposes of doing YouTube videos, simply because it's a little loud. A little loud. All right, back on the prowl. Nice California stop there, Laney. Where the hell did you go? I just rode down the street like 2 feet to like get my bike warmed up, and I came back and I was like riding all over the res trying to find you. No, man, I just rode down the street like a few feet and turned around. And I'm like, where'd he go? And I'm like, he probably left. So I'm like doing 120 down frickin' Happy Valley Road or whatever the fuck trying to catch you. But I'm here. Hopefully the GoPro's recording. I got the mic recording, so hopefully we got some cool videos here. Passing Dad's house. Yeah. No way. That's wild, bro. That's cool as hell. Hopefully it shows up on the camera and I'll be able to see it. I didn't really look at it. But that's cool. Another Camaro. Out here in beautiful Happy Valley. Passing by my favorite place to get gas. I wonder if what year that had to have closed. Back when California still had gas for $1.29. It had to have closed in like 95 or something. I mean, yeah, I mean it had to be years and years and years. I mean, my entire adult life, the cheapest I ever got gas for was a few months ago in Wisconsin. During the pandemic, gas was like $1.79, $1.60, I think. And that was because of the pandemic, because nobody's driving, so gas got cheap. Don't get some gas. How much gas do you got left? Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Get us some fuel. some sheeps. High quality Shep. A little cold today. I think it's about 50 degrees. Low humidity. Beautiful day for a ride. A little cold for Danny. I prefer a little warmer than this, but be it that it is about 28 degrees and snowing back home, I'll take 50 in sunshine. Let's do some accelerating. What do you say? Beautiful day. We got some rain coming here to sunny California, as it is the beginning of January. The next couple of days are supposed to be rainy, so I thought it'd be a good day to go outside and do some riding, give the GoPro a test, and have some fun. Local high school where my buddy went to school when he was a kid. Everything's all shut down still because of COVID. It's, oh, what is it today? Like December 29th, I think, and everything's still shut down since damn March. It's been quite the experience this year, as it has for most people. I lost my job and lost the place where I was living, so it was time to make a change. So I moved out to California because I figured, you know what, it's been a shitty year, let's move out somewhere where the weather is at least nice and we can ride motorcycles through the winter time. Because it's much better to ride bikes while it's cold and terrible than not to ride bikes while it's cold and terrible. And if the world's gonna come to an end, I like the, apocalypse biker aesthetic. It seems kind of cool. Got some videos on this this same ride Elaine and I doing some pretty wild riding. Got some traffic ahead of us here, so it's just gonna be more of a gentle cruise today, I think. Plus we got Emma riding along. I think this is Lane's only second or third time having a passenger on his bike. And I'm pretty sure it's Emma's second time ever being on a bike. Oh, good times, good times. A little bit of snow on top of the mountaintops today. It's been a little cold and rainy, and I imagine in the mountains it's colder and snowy. It's the first time I've seen snow on top of these mountains. Typically these mountains stay pretty dry, at least dry of snow. Not quite as much as snow as you get on some of the teeners out here. Some of the mountains are 14,000, 13,000. I think Shasta and Trinity are somewhere around there. I don't think you've been able to see Shasta or Trinity in this video so far. I've just been riding mostly towards the southwest. Still beautiful views in this direction though. I'm staying fairly warm. My hands are a little cold. Should have wore some gloves. Emma's up there. I think she's only wearing a sweatshirt. Hopefully they're staying warm, staying close to each other. Otherwise, I think she's going to be a little cold. The leather's mostly breaking the wind for me, and I got a sweatshirt on underneath this, so that's doing a pretty good job. All these old ranches out here. It's very pretty. I like it. It was weird when I moved to California. I was not expecting all the ranches and farms and agriculture there is here. What you don't realize, California is a big, big state. I think it took me about 11 hours to drive from Needles to Redding, and I think it's another, 2 or 3 hours to Oregon. Woo! Slipped her down in the first gear. My bike has a nasty habit of when you're trying to go into second, it'll slip down into first or neutral. And then sometimes when you're trying to shift into second, she'll miss second and go into neutral. It's something you gotta watch out for on this old 30-year-old bike. Probably something I need to fix. But for now's purposes, we got enough issues we gotta fix. We got a leaky, I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but we got a leaky front fork seal that's gonna need to be addressed very quickly. And so is that carburetor jetting issue. But if you can notice, when I'm under power here and riding, the jet really, the other jet doesn't seem to be a problem. It's just that like low idle jet or whatever that seems to be having the issues. So hopefully we can get that rebuilt and fixed. I've been running premium fuel in this because my buddy only runs premium in his. And we always end up getting gas together, so I just buy premium now. And actually this bike seems to run a little bit better on premium, which is, well, it is what it is. It's weird because I have some experience with two-stroke engines, and I've noticed that a lot of two-stroke engines, as long as they're not high compression, they seem to like that 87 a lot better than the 91 or 93. And I know cars generally seem to get better gas mileage on the 91, 93. But I don't know, the bike just, it does a lot less backfiring and popping, it seems like, on a 91 or 93. I could be crazy. I mean, hell, I am crazy, but like, you know. Right now we got us passengers on board, but these roads are usually really, really fun to come back here and chop it up on. When it's just Lane and I, we'll come back here and chop these up pretty fast. But why? Sure, I mean, I could use with not having stones in my face, but then I gotta keep an eye on you. Yeah, but I don't have my phone with me, and I kind of know where I'm going. Oh shit, I forgot to reset my gas gauge. Oh, that was a mistake. How long have we been riding for? Since the gas place? Alright, good. Oh, I don't know, I could go ahead of you, I suppose. This is gonna go up to that, like, three-way intersection after the cemetery, isn't it? Well, let's stop for a second. That's no big deal. Right, right. Really good. I'm having fun with the camera. I've been just kind of talking about riding and talking about this beautiful area we're in. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be able to hear me over this bike. I mean, I can't even hear myself, so I don't know if the bike's going to pick it up. I'm hoping it will. These Sennas are pretty amazing devices. They really are. Here's the other thing though, when we were trying the recording earlier with your voice on it, I had your mic turned down. Right now I have your mic turned way up. So I'm hoping with your mic being turned up, it's going to be able to hear you. But if it doesn't, and we'll figure that out. I'm sure there's a way to make it so I can hear you. And if we have to have, you know, one phone recording on your mic plugged in and one phone recording on my mic plugged in, well, that's what we gotta do. Man, I'm telling you, I think this whole making fun videos and just talking about what we're doing and having fun, even if we don't make any money on it, buddy, it'll be memories for the rest of our life and things to show our friends and family, and you know what I mean? In fucking 15 years, you're gonna be too fat to get on a damn bike, so this will be the only way you'll be able to remember these moments. You'll have one of those trikes and shit. Big ass custom made trike with heavy duty suspension. I mean, it does have significant rider weight currently on it. I'm pretty sure my bike says maximum carrying capacity of like 450 pounds. So like... I need you to know you don't have much room on your tire. Like, remember when you were on the sport bike and you were on Trish's bike and I kept telling you, bro, you have like so much more lean room on the tire? I'm here to tell you, you don't have a lot of lean room on that tire because with your extra weight, that fucker is damn near to the curves. So when you go around those corners, you're right on the edge of the tread. You have to be on high, yeah. Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention on that one, but there was one you did earlier and I was looking and I'm not kidding, you were right on the edge of the tire. Yeah, it is doing a good job. Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool. We were cruising. Yeah. There's a hawk up there, looking around for dinner. There's like, I have my saddlebags. We can stop and get something to drink. Oh, what, the water towers? Just enjoying the view at the moment. It's real pretty over here. I mean, in theory. Right. You'd have to be doing this 10,000 miles of riding like this. Yeah, I would say. You know, more than anything, I would tell you your tires and your clutch are what are feeling it the most. Your tires are 10 out of 10, having to do a ton of flexing and all that shit for the extra weight. And your clutch is having to do more slipping because just because of the nature of the extra weight. Yeah. Yep. It's gorgeous, man. And it's weird how there's like all the clouds over the mountains and stuff, and then like no clouds over here. I shouldn't say it's weird, that makes sense. It's just, it's really pretty. Man, they smashed that car up. I don't remember that car being that smashed last time we drove past. You just want to take a little break right here for a sec? All right. Had a little break. Give their legs a chance to rest. Excuse me. Get my helmet readjusted here. Let's see. Make sure the GoPro's recording. All right. So, beautiful things, beautiful day, beautiful area. Time to get on the cruising. I'm gonna start up the noisy boy. Oh, that poor carburetor. She needs a little bit of work. This was my mom's bike previously. She had it for years, bought it basically brand new. I rode it for a long time. She's never been a big long distance rider, so I had pretty low miles when I started riding it. I learned to ride motorcycles on the road on this bike. I've done most of the maintenance on it since I've had it. I first started riding this, oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And then my parents moved to Kansas, and my mom wanted to bring the bike with her, so I stopped riding it for a while. And now that I moved out here to California, my mom's like, well, hey, you should bring the bike with because it saves money on gas and hell of a lot of fun to ride around out here. You can ride it all damn year long, basically. So here we are. She needs some work, though. She's got 15,000 miles on her. 96, I think this bike is. 90, yeah, I think it's a 96. And, she needs a little bit of maintenance. She's a little old, but so far, all the work I've done on it has been fairly easy. The hardest thing on this bike to do, I swear to God, used to be the battery. I got a AGM, or the glass mat battery, excuse me. And it's been pretty good. I want to switch to lithium because they're even lighter and smaller. The problem on this bike is that the battery is underneath the bike, but with the suspension sitting on its own weight and a standard size battery, you can't get the battery door open far enough to even get the battery in. So you got to have the bike jacked up on something or on wood blocks or something. And that's annoying. So I switched the battery over to this glass mat battery, which is a little smaller, supposed to work a little bit better, less maintenance. Because before we were just running a lead acid, water battery. And those are good for about, 2 seasons, and you got to replace them. Or get new acid and all that other nonsense and all that hoopla. So, I like working on stuff, but if I'm going to go out and have some fun, I'd like it to be as maintenance-free as possible. I believe at our 12 o'clock, I believe that is the Trinity Mountain. And I believe Shasta would be to our north or to our left. But there is a smaller mountain range in the way, so you can't see it currently. This is Igo, California. Last year, all of this, well, I shouldn't even say last year, like 4 months ago, all of this was on fire. And if you can tell, all the trees are all burned up. A couple of them are still somewhat surviving, but for the most part, everything around here is all burned up. Good old California forest fires burning year round. I just needed to feel a little bit of power for a moment there. Let's let our friends catch back up. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can see Shasta beyond this. Maybe not quite. Can't quite see it. There's our friends. Catch back up to them. Watch that gravel. Modifications I've done to this bike is I took the mufflers off. I appreciate a quiet bike, but at the same time, this thing, when you have the mufflers on it, the stock mufflers it comes with, it sounds like a moped. I mean, it's so quiet. It doesn't sound like an 800cc motorcycle, you know? And I don't know. I like people to hear the music of my people, you know? And there's something to be said for bikes being loud, especially when you're driving in traffic. It, not that people don't look for motorcycles, because people are pretty courteous, but it makes your presence more known. You know what I mean? It lets people know, hey, there's a motorcycle next to you. You know I'm here. You know, even if you can't see me, I'm here. You know it. So I've elected to take them off, and I don't know that I'll put them back on unless it just gets so obnoxious on these videos I can't stand it. Because we're here in California, and you can lane split here legally, and so I do enjoy lane splitting. It's a really great way to get through the traffic sometimes when you're downtown. And I don't know, having a little bit of noise so that they know you're next to them is effective. So you've heard people, I'm sure you've heard the saying, "Loud pipes save lives." I stand behind that. Plus, you get to hear fun noises like that. Anytime you go through a little bridge or a set of buildings, it's always fun to get a little bit of noise out of her. I'm not sure how much more battery the GoPro is going to have. I think I only had about 30% battery left, and I imagine it's just about out by now. The 4K with image stabilization really seems to suck down the battery life. So you gotta be conscious of that. I got a couple of batteries for the GoPro, but I need a couple more. They're not, they don't last as long as you'd like them to, and I don't have the charging stand, so the only way to charge the damn things is to have the battery plugged into the camera, which I guess isn't so bad unless you want to take longer videos like I like to take. I like to go on longer rides. So that can be a little annoying. Beautiful river down there. There's a little pull-off up here on the right-hand side. There's a little park you can pull off onto right here, Clear Creek Gorge. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if the mic is... GoPro is still on. Maybe let's pull in here for 2 seconds. Walk on down to the gorge and show you the gorge. I don't know how much more battery I have left on this camera, but if I have any, I should come show you this because it is absolutely beautiful. Let's just cruise over here for a second. There's a little walking trail down over to the right-hand side. You can walk down the trail. There's somewhere where you can actually go cliff diving. You can dive off these cliffs into the river. There's a spot where there's a little pool in the river where it's like 30 feet deep or something like that. But right here you can obviously see it's only, 4 feet deep, 3 feet deep. Really beautiful little spot out here.